Now I would like to tie for you a Purple Joe. The hook I have in the vise is a standard salmon fly hook, and you can tie this in sizes 4 to 10. The thread I'm going to use is Danville 6/0. This is 70 denier. Going to attach the thread behind the eye, and I'm going to quickly move it back to the back of the move that back to the tail. I'm going to remove that excess, and I want to stop it just after the point of the hook. The tail, I have scarlet hackle fibers, and I want that tail to be 1/2 the body length. And I'm going to go back on it just a little bit, still not at the barb, and I'm going to wrap forward. I'm going to wrap this in at least half of the way, and I want to wrap this tightly together because half the body is floss and we want to keep it nice and smooth. And I'm just rolling the thread off my finger. And I'm going to stop that there. Trim off the excess. And wrap the rest of that down. Now I'm going to take bright orange floss. I'm going to tie that in. And now I'm going to wrap it to the back and then back forward once again. This is a specialty fly. This is a sea-run cutthroat fly, and it is used mostly in the northwest Oregon region. I've never been there myself, but I like this fly, so thought I would tie it. And move it back to the front. I think this would actually be a good fly on salmon, Atlantics, and maybe even the Great Lakes salmon. And when I reach the front, once again, I'm going to tie that off. And I'm going to cut off that excess. The front half of the body is purple chenille. I'm going to tie that in right at the end of that floss. And I'm going to bring the thread forward once again. And I'm going to stop the thread right at the double over, up to that double over. And I have the floss on the card still. This way I don't waste any. And when I reach that double over, I'm going to tie that off. And remove that excess. Now for the wing, I have a pair of golden badger hackle, and you can see down at the end I stripped some off the bottom of the hackles to keep it from standing up too high. If I left them on, they would be standing way up high. And we're going to tie them in right on top. Now I'm going to take another golden badger hackle. I'm going to tie this in. Tie that in on the side. And I'm going to wrap this. I'm going to stand the hackle up and pull them all to one side. Pull the hackles all to one side and start to wrap. And stroke them backwards as you go. And I'm going to tie that off. And that was my dog's ears. He was just out in the snow. And now I'm going to remove that excess hackle. I'm going to hold the hackles back, and I'm going to wrap back on them just a little bit to help them to lay down. Clean up the head first. And bring that thread back. Just go back 1 or 2 thread widths. And that will help them to go back. Take that whip finisher. And remove the excess. Now I'm going to take black nail polish and I'm going to put it on the head. And here we have the Purple Joe. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, I thank you very much for watching my videos.